Okay, so we removed the wheel just so we have a little bit more room to work. You don't necessarily have to. One of the first things we're going to do is remove these 13mm headed nuts. If you were to feel on the back side, you're also going to feel a 13mm headed bolt end on the other side. So we'll first get our socket on there. You might need to bonk it on there a couple times. Obviously I have a lot of rust on mine. Got my 13mm wrench, put it up there. Let's see about removing this. Now we'll just do the same to the other one. That bolt out of there. So now it's going to be time to cut out the rivets. You have one here, one there. You're also going to have two right up here. Okay, so now it's going to be time to get these rivets out. The way I'm going to do it is with this cutting wheel right here. You could also use a drill. Try to go straight up through, and then of course a hammer and a punch and break it free. This works really well. If you have access to torches, you could of course use those as well. If you wanted to, you can continue doing this until you get all the little pieces off. What I usually like to do is make a whole bunch of slices like this, and then I'll take an air chisel and just pop them all right out of there. So now I'm just going to use my air chisel with a nice chisel bit, and I'm going to get these out of here. Make sure you're wearing your safety protection as always. Perfect. Let's do the same to all the rest. Nice. Now you can either use a hammer with a punch or of course an air chisel with a punch bit. We'll drive these right out of here. Come on. Here we go. Awesome. It's time to get this unit up in here. Put it right up and in the frame, just like that. Take your bolt. You can come through the top or through the bottom, however you want to do it. If you go like that, something to think about is you're going to have a little bit of a bolt sticking out, so it's completely up to you. I'd rather go up and through, just like this. So now we're just going to use our 17mm on the nut up there, 17mm down here on the bolt, and we'll snug all these up. So the next thing we need to do is jack up the rear differential so we can bring the shock up to where it's going to mount into the mounting frame. All right, that's pretty close. I'm going to leave that just like that. Grab my new bolts. Okay, let's snug them up. Get our wrench up there. Let's torque this to 13 foot-pounds. That feels good. Do the same to the other one. Let's get this out of here. If you did happen to remove the wheel, just go ahead and replace it and then torque it to 120 foot-pounds.